Hey everybody, all 10 of you. I'm back here at home, clearly, and so one of the great benefits of me being back at home is, forgive the quote-unquote, is being able to beat up the old Punchinator 5000, right? One of the things we always talk about is body placement and hitting like the coffee table and whatnot. Not everyone can have a heavy bag. If you have a place to put a heavy bag, like with this, where you got a stand going on, then those are really nice to have. Or you can just hang it from a rafter on a deck or something if you have it. I've seen units where you can like actually put a mount kind of hanging in the door, and that way that it hangs in the door. That will also give you a little weightlifting. I don't know how much this bag is. I think it's maybe 100 pounds, 75 pounds. That's not the big flick. What I want to talk about, just because I'm standing here and it's on my lunch break, is about hitting with intent and body placement. What's the number one rule of our dojo? Yes, our strikes are penetrative, right? So, working combinations, there's merit to it. I have no problem with that. But you can see how much the bag moves. So it's good to kind of, one of the great things I like about a heavy bag, more so than pads or even the makiwara, is the fact that much like a person, it has weight. The weight's all kind of centralized in one place, and it gives a little. And if you hit it really well, you get a little more, it kind of goes away a little bit. So, one of the things about combinations is kind of depending that your combination is going to be fast enough or they're not going to move. So, if you're going fast, then that first shot, they may drop. And if you do that second punch, you may whiff and miss it. For good or ill. But what I want to talk about today was body placement, right? So if I'm doing a shot, right on, as we've often said, karate's not for, as my close personal friend, Ian Amaranth, he says, a square goal, right? I'm not standing toe-to-toe to somebody fighting at midnight, right? Someone's going to be attacking me, so, it's going to be a situation where, I may have to defend myself, whatever. But I will probably not be standing here doing a bunch of that, all right? So, and our system doesn't bear well to do that. Anyway, so one of the things I want to talk about was the various and sundry ways body placement changes. Since I can't hit any of you in person, I might as well hit this. So 1, 2, 3, right, solid. All my core is right here. All my granola is right here. All right, but that's strong. So I want to be on the side, right? 1, 2, 3. Didn't move that much, right? 1, 2, 3. Because our punches are penetrative, and I hit with intent, right? What I'm doing this is 1, 2, and then 3. I'm getting those knuckles and coming in. Right? So if I hit with intent, I get a little more goal, right? So if I'm just, right, that's gets you a good aerobic workout and maybe some targeting and stuff like that, but it doesn't really let you feel the result of what's going on. So in doing this, there's a couple different levels, right? There's 1, 2, I'm staying out here. If my body, my weight stays here, I'm centered up. If you can see my feet, which had I thought about it, I would have done this better. But I'm staying out here, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, like a shot for this is like a shot to the floaters or something like that. All right. But either way, I'm getting past. Maybe they punched and I parried past 1, 2. Get them shocked and then open that up. But if I stay out here, that's my point is, it's all my arm. It's arm and targeting. Okay. I want to hit a good target. I want to hit solidly. So stage, set them up, hit. But I penetrate in. If I do the same thing with intent, right? From out here, I'm out here. I'm out here. 1, 2. But my weight is out here, all my granola is out here. Right? If I do the same thing, 1, 2, and I lean this into it, right? 1, 2. I'm not stepping in, right? I'm not stepping in. I'm just leaning it and putting some weight on that. I'm putting some weight on that lead leg, you know, or making a lead leg. You know, I'm here like in Hickodots, right? And I go 1, 2, and I step in just a little bit. I get a little more play because I'm taking my granola and I'm putting it somewhere, putting it where my strike is. If I do the same thing, 1, 2, I step and turn. Now I'm hitting on the weak spot, right? I'm not hitting straight on. I'm hitting at a diagonal, sending my power out that way. Or, you know, I guess in this case, this way instead of that way. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I'm sending it this way instead of that way, right? So here I go. If I go 1, 2, turn, step, I still got a good shot, you know, because I'm doing it, but it's going to the side. But what I really want to do is what we use the term change body, tai sabak, getting off the center line, whatever you want to call it. But I'm doing it at the same time. So I'm going 1, 2, I'm stepping, engaging my core, my hara, my GQ, whatever you want to call it, and putting it all in that one place. So now I take all that granola and I go, and I put it at the tip of the spear. Right? So if it's 1, 2, how much more movement you get on that one? And I'm not even really hitting it particularly that hard. Right? So when you guys are at home doing your makiwara work, you could be doing the same thing, taking those hips, right? Taking those hips and just putting this in. Just a nice small body change. That's all you need. Because I'm just taking all my body, right? 1, 2, correction. 1, switch my feet. 1, 2, and come in. So I think you can kind of hear that. So body placement is super duper important. Footwork is super duper important. But striking with intent, striking with targeting, you can see with using this, all those different levels are constantly in play and can come into play when you need to do it. But if you do get a chance to, Christmas is coming, if you do get a chance to ask your Secret Santa for a heavy bag, I would. Any kind of targeting material would be great. These stands are like, I think it's probably like about maybe $200 for the whole thing. So just ask for that one thing for your whole Christmas and have a place to put it. And you will benefit from it greatly.